Alright, what's up guys? Another trade recap today. Today we took a loss. It was a stupid loss that could have been avoided. Yeah, I still feel shit even after 4 hours after the trade because this loss could have been avoided so easily. I actually wasn't even supposed to be trading today, but I still ended up trading, and and then after I regretted it. And yeah, let me just show you why I regretted it and what I was really thinking going into the market today, and how I could have avoided this loss easily. But again, like I said, I was stupid. So before I even tell you what the bias was, let's go over why I wasn't gonna trade today. All right. So Monday today, and if you look at this economic calendar, Monday. So remember how I trade between 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock New York time. So here in Adelaide, it's right now currently it's 4:30 to 7:30, right? And if you look at here, there's plenty of news, bro, right? So we got red folders 6:45, that's in session. 7, we got German Flash PMI, red folder, that's also in session. So looking at that, I already told myself, because it's Monday today, I was telling myself over the weekend that I'm not gonna trade on Monday, blah blah blah. It was clear, bro. I wasn't supposed to trade today, all right. But I don't know what happened. I actually don't know what happened. The market just looked clear to me, right? Like I fell into the trap. I got manipulated. I fell into the traps and I took the trade and I lost. Yeah, I wouldn't even say I was trading today. It was more of gambling because I was trying to, rely on luck that it's gonna go in my way, but it didn't. And I feel like this is a massive lesson that I needed to learn this year. This is the first time it happened this year, and I think this is a massive lesson that I needed to learn. Yeah, let's go over it. So I'm just gonna go back quickly, show you guys again. I was not supposed to trade, and none of you guys should trade. Let's say you have red folders in your session, right, that you trade, but it's like agents. Let's say you have like a certain period that you trade within, right? And if there's a red folder within that, don't trade it. Definitely not trade it before news. After news, yeah, you can, but beforehand, don't do it. All right, especially when there's red folders. All right, it's crazy, man. All right, go back to the charts. So bias for the day. Daily looking. I mean, if you look at daily like this, it's looking pretty bullish, right? But this daily candle here on Friday, if you have a close look, the body closed below the wick of Thursday, so that's what it tells me that we're gonna be bearish for today. All right, so daily was telling me that we are bearish, and I'm going down to the 4 hour. 4 hour again, we got a lot of things telling us why we are bearish. So this imbalance here that got disrespected. So I'm just gonna mark it out for you guys. Imbalance, price came into it and then got disrespected by this candle here as well. Did the damage, and then these two candles literally just confirmed that the bias is bearish, because not only this imbalance was disrespected, but also this one as well. So two, major imbalances disrespected, telling us that we are bearish. Yeah, going down now. So bias is bearish. 1 hour. I like to use the 1 hour too to sort of just really confirm what I'm thinking is if it's right and if I'm 100% sure. And yeah, I was pretty confident in my bias. So I was like, all right, it's going down. Okay. It's kind of stupid if you really think about it, because why did I even go on about determining my bias and all that, knowing that I'm not even supposed to trade, right? You know what? Stuff with this bias shit. We know what I'm talking about. Let's just talk about how I wasn't even supposed to trade. and I still took it. Yeah, I was eating GYG, and I was like, you know what? Let's just take this because it did what I wanted to do, right? Oh, you know what? Let's go over the price. So bias is bearish, and what am I looking for? I'm looking buy side to get swept, right? So we're looking for liquidity sweep, breaker structure. And this is the liquidity I marked out. This was session highs, right? And this is session lows. So this is buy side liquidity, and this is sell side liquidity. What was I looking for? Buy side to get swept. Structure shift, and then entry of an imbalance, right? And because it did that, right? Because it did that, because this buy side got swept, where is it? Yeah, because it got swept, and then it swept some internal liquidity as well, and then it gave me a structure shift. Like this would be my market structure shift right here. And the reason I placed my entry here was because that's with 5 minute inbound. So I actually missed my entry because, like I said, I was eating GYG. I wasn't even fully locked in. Because back in my mind I was like, all right, I'm not gonna trade today, because I have massive news. And then I was like, after giving me structure shift, you can see after giving me structure shift, it just started going down. I was like, might as well put a limit in. I was like, I'm gonna put my limit in. And hopefully I'll win this trade, right? Hopefully. So basically relying on luck, right? I'm not sure what's gonna happen. And I put my limit here, stops above this imbalance, and I was pretty happy when I got tapped in here, and I was like, oh, nice. I got tapped in here, and the reason I got even more excited because if you go look at the 5 minute. As you can see how this week here, right? Before I move this week here, you respected this imbalance and this imbalance. So I was like, oh, so we're definitely going down now, right? So I was like, all right, good thing I didn't miss on a trade and I took it. But what happened? Let me show you the news candle. All right. So respected it was going down, and new news is coming out at 6:30. And I was like, oh, should I take it out or leave it? And guys, you don't want to do this. You don't want to be fool. You don't want to do any foolishness like what I just did today. You just don't even trade the red folders, right? You probably hear a lot of other traders like TJR, Justin, and Trading Pool saying that don't trade any red folders, avoid them at all time. And they don't do it themselves. And I didn't do it myself as well. I don't know what happened today, bro. It's just, I'm definitely gonna journal this one. Journal what I even did today. It was because it was just so stupid, bro. Right? And this candle here, this is a red candle. Literally just this one news came out, and me and my friend on our call, we were like, fingers crossed, hoping price to go down, right? Trying to get lucky, but the crazy lesson, bro. Didn't get lucky, got stopped out. The crazy bit is that I was risking about 2% on this trade, and I ended up losing more than 3%. Because as you guys know or don't know, spreads go crazy during news, So there's crazy slippage spreads. So where I would have lost only 2%, right, if I did, if there was no news, and let's say I lost a trade, because losses are part of the game, right? You gotta lose sometimes. Let's say if I do lose, then I only lose 2%. But because, first of all, I wasn't supposed to trade. Red folders all day, right? That means that, I shouldn't be on the charts, man. And third of all, if let's say I did trade, right, I was dumb enough to do it, I should have de-risked, alright? But no, I still decided to go 2%. And I actually ended up losing way more than 2%. I lost 3%. And now I'm in drawdown now. I'm 1% in drawdown, and they're gonna have to recover from that. But taking smarter trades and sticking to my plan and sticking to what I said I would do, because this is the sort of stuff that's gonna make you unprofitable and it's gonna get you nowhere. The impulsiveness, being impulsive, and I think today was one of those days where I let my emotions win, and this is what happens when you let your emotions win. You lose trades, and you just yeah, you get nowhere, bro. You get nowhere. So you gotta control your emotions. Know when to trade and when to not. Know when to just take a step back and not be on the charts. You know, go do something else. Go for a swim or go for a walk, whatever, bro. You know, just get off the charts and don't trade. So yeah, control your emotions. Don't let this happen to you, and I'm not gonna let this happen to me again. This is absolutely wrong, bro. I still feel shit to this day, guys. All right, that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.